Thank you, Thomas. I do travel the world, and I get to see a lot of people from all over the place. I travel from Europe, United States, even into Asia and do some things. But before I get too far into my set, I want to tell you, I'd like to give a round of applause to Thomas True, please, for all he's done. He's done a great job with this. First year, I hope we have it every year. And yeah. So anybody from out of state, where'd you come from? Minnesota. I heard Tennessee. New York. All right. New York. I was in New York a little while back. I was in a bar. I went into a bar and I was sitting there talking to this guy, and there's another guy behind me listening to me, and he's paying quite close attention to us. And while I'm talking to this guy, all of a sudden he interrupts. He goes, "Hey, where you from?" And I said, "Well, I'm from Oklahoma." And he goes, "Oklahoma? Man, I'd never go down there. Those people down there, they talk so fucking stupid." I flew up here on an airline. I had to take two jets from Tulsa to St. Louis. Figure that one out. This is the airline industry, right? And this just happened yesterday. I'm getting on the airplane, and there's this guy in front of me, and we're literally at the boarding door, okay? And this guy in front of me, just before he steps into the aircraft, he does this. Boom, boom. What did you just do? Oh, that's to make sure we get where we're going safe. What? He said, "Yeah, that's what I do to make sure we get there safe." I said, "Let me get this straight. This airplane was designed by probably 100 PhD engineers in aeronautics, plus another couple of hundred people working on the engines and jet propulsion. It was put together by craftsmen with 30 years experience. It was tested by the FAA for months and months, deemed it safe. The pilots, they've got 20,000 hours of training and flight experience. And we're not safe until you do this." Holy shit. So I go on and I get on the airplane, and I'm sitting toward the back, and the rest of the passengers are boarding up, and I know you guys do this, because I do this too. You're sitting there, and there's a seat open next to you, and you sure hope that seat stays open. Right? You want that damn seat open. Unless it's a really hot chick walking down the aisle. And so she's walking down the aisle, and you're like, "Oh, come on. Oh, shit." Then, of course, there's some fat guy comes walking down the aisle like, "Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no." Where does he sit? Next to me. So we get on that plane, and we get down to Dallas in the state of Dumbfuckistan. And we're late, of course, and so I board late, and I'm getting on the airplane, and I'm walking down the aisle, and everybody's already there basically, and there's a few open seats, and people are doing this. They're going, "Oh no, oh 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 no." Oh God, I'm gonna pull a Mark Rubio here. What a dork. Were you here yesterday for the festivities and all the speakers? Yeah? Did you go out last night? Did you tear it up last night? Anybody have any margaritas? Margaritas? I love margaritas. Oh my God, I love margaritas. I finally figured out how you can tell when you've had too many margaritas. It's when you leave a salt ring in the toilet. I do live in Oklahoma, and funny thing about Okies, we seem to think that we live in God's country. Now that's kind of odd because God's country is got 112 degree summers, minus 16 degree winters, and all the tornadoes you can stand. God sure has a funny way of showing his love. I tell you, it's amazing. You can spot the Okies in hell. They're the ones standing around going, "You bunch of pussies." Hell, we had all this and humidity back in Oklahoma. But I am convinced that the land of Oz is in Oklahoma, because that's the only place I can think of that could make somebody miss someplace like Kansas. I was driving to a gig one night going through Kansas. I fell asleep at the wheel. An hour later I woke up and I was still driving through Kansas. I was out in Los Angeles last month, and I was actually in LAX. And I went by a bar and I saw Ann Coulter. Yeah, no, this is an opportunity. So I see her in a bar. So I walk up and sit down and act like I don't know her. So I get into this discussion with her. It turns into this dick measuring contest with Ann Coulter, and I lost. Ann Coulter is about as attractive as a fart in a car. I honestly don't think Bill Clinton would tap that ass. He'd be like, "Oh, no, thank you, man. You do the math." Suck, yeah. Suck. It is hot in Oklahoma right now. Man, I woke up the other day and I saw a bird out of my yard with a pair of oven mittens on, pulling a worm out of the ground. It's seriously hot there. I don't know. I don't understand why people think that this is God's country. First of all, God treats everybody equal there. Even Rebecca Vidsum, he tore her house up with a tornado, right? So he just displayed that he hates atheists every bit as much as he hates all those other Christians too. So I don't know why we think that this is such a wonderful place, because it's really not. It's a hellhole. For one thing, nobody wants to go there for vacation, right? You don't ever want to. You want to see, Oklahoma, come here for vacation, yeah. No, go to Florida, go down there and be an intellectual, okay? Someplace like that. Now, in Oklahoma, it does get very cold, and this actually happened to me last winter. It got really cold. It got so cold that my car didn't start, and I had to get to the airport. So I have to ride the bus. So I walked down to the main roadway to ride the bus. And I'm standing there, and I am freezing my ass off. It's about 9 degrees outside. Yeah, I'm standing there, and I'm like this. This Pentecostal Christian walks up and answers me. Why do the Christians think that Jesus is coming back? It's not like he was nailed to a fucking boomerang. If you're not feeling good and you're nailed to some wood, clap your hands. You think Jesus would be a dick if he came back and messed with the kids like he was playing hide and go seek with them, He'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's just as much proof in my flying pink unicorn as there is in the Christian's hippie on his stick and his dad. Seriously, don't you think? I honestly don't understand their lack of reasoning when it comes to their religion. But Oral Roberts University is in Tulsa. And I've lived in Tulsa most of my life. And a while back when Oral Roberts was alive, he was actually quoted as saying he had seen a 900-foot Jesus in his backyard. A 900-foot, he had a vision of a 900-foot Jesus in his backyard. Now the press got a hold of that, and they went around to his neighbors and asked them how they felt about that. So one of the neighbors they interviewed, he said, "Oh hell, he didn't see no 900-foot Jesus. He couldn't have been over 600 feet. Delusion. My girlfriend's sister got baptized twice. Once, I think, for the spiritual connection, and the second time for, I don't know, I think she just likes being held underwater by dudes. Seriously. And the Christians have their own dating sites now, right? Christian Mingle. Since when do Christians have a hard time finding each other? Their commercials are kind of creepy. They've got the guy that says, that voice you're hearing in your mind, it's actually God telling you, you need to make the next move. Well, that's actually the same voice talking to the homeless guy saying, go ahead, eat that pigeon. I got on a website called dateamuslimidareyou.com. Yeah, I actually had a date. Went out with a girl. She was really hot. She hopped in bed with me real fast. Maybe she wanted to try something different or something. But man, she jumped on top of me and she started going to town. She was on me going, guys, try it. Oh gosh, in Oklahoma, we now have, I can't believe this, we now have smoking laws, anti-smoking laws. I thought I'd never live to see the day that there would be a law against smoking inside. Now the Republicans have taken it apart, but at least we do have a law. And basically the law says you can't smoke inside a building unless it's a casino, a bar, a cancer research facility, a daycare center, and a fireworks factory. That's basically what they say. Now, I don't have really that much against smokers. Cigarettes, to me, cigarettes are just like a squirrel. They're both perfectly harmless until you stick one in your mouth and light it on fire. Now, Thomas did mention I'm going to be on a television series next year. I can't tell you which network. It's going to be one of the streaming networks. But as an atheist, you're going to love this TV series. And I'm playing a bumbling televangelist. Yeah. So I wish I could tell you more. You can go on my website and find it. But right now we're in pre-production. Keep an eye out for it for next year. But when you see me, you got to tune in for this. It's going to be a riot. I just wanted to say one more thing. I'm actually got a bit of a food poisoning, so I'm going to have to cut my show a little short tonight. Because I think I want to go throw up. No, I'm kidding. Anybody here like racing? Because I grew up in racing. Car racing? Anybody? Bueller? I love auto racing. And as a kid, I grew up around these cars. Tulsa was a horsepower town. And one of the things I love so much about racing is everything that everybody else loved. What do we go to auto races for? See the wrecks. You're willing to pay $50 to see a good accident. And if there's not one, you feel pissed off. So the next time you go to a race, there's 19 professional registered race car drivers and one guy from the state mental hospital. Race would look like. Guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm Kenzilla. Take care.